Is Riley Ludwig. And Riley, first of all, congratulations. Great effort for you girls tonight. Kind of a tough game, though, through these first 6 innings, and then you girls able to put it away there in the bottom half of the 6th. Talk about the early part of the game. I know you had a great diving catch out there in left field with the sun, but talk about defensively how you girls played early tonight.
We didn't, I don't know, we played good.
You played good? Take us through that catch if you can.
Okay, I don't know, I didn't think I really needed to dive, but like as it was coming I was like, oh no, it's way over there, so I was like, I guess I gotta go.
Did you pick it up right away with the sun? It's kind of tough out there sometimes to see things maybe right away with that sun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Riley, you hit the ball pretty well tonight as well. That's a tough spot for a young player like you in that leadoff spot, but you seem to be pretty comfortable with it. Take us through how you felt against Carol Wilkin tonight, what you saw from her, and how you felt like you hit the ball.
I thought I did all right. That first pitch, I'm not patient up there, so Brad talked to me about waiting and letting the first strike go by until I'm comfortable in there, and it's a perfect pitch to hit off of, so.
Is that something that's the hardest thing for you to do, is you see a strike, is to take that, and is that something that you think as you play more and you kind of mature a little bit more, it'll get a little easier for you?
Yeah, I hope so.
What was it like in the dugout tonight? You guys had won 3 of 4, and you were trailing 3-2 going into the bottom of the 5th here to an East Sac team that had lost 6 in a row and was struggling a little bit, but they played really well tonight. Was there any panic in this team, or were you girls still pretty comfortable?
There might have been a little panic, but like coach kept saying, let me hear you, and then once we started getting hits, everyone got a little bit more fired up. But
that bottom of the 6th probably a little contagious for you girls tonight. What was that like, and stuff, getting that rally going and then being able to score 7 runs in the inning?
Well, everyone in the dugout was jumping up and down, and everyone got a high five when they came in, and I don't know.
Feel pretty good to win this one tonight?
Yeah.
I tell you what, great job. Keep up the outstanding effort. We appreciate you joining us here in the postgame tonight.
All right, thank you.
You bet. Riley Ludwig will get Chloe Gallegos over here on the headphones, and Chloe now going to join us. And Chloe, congratulations. You're in a big spot at 8th grader. You're behind the plate. That means there's a lot of pressure on you. You got to kind of help your pitcher call the game. You got to make sure your defense is in the right position depending on who's up. But you seem to have handled that really, really well so far this year. How do you feel this season's gone and tonight's game went for you?
I feel like we've been doing pretty good this year. Julia's just been hitting her spots, and everybody's just been hitting the ball, and I think that we'll just keep going, and hopefully we do good tonight, or tomorrow night, too.
Chloe, talk about Julia and pitching tonight. What were you calling for? Where were you trying to work these hitters, and what seemed to work the best for her?
We were just working them inside and out, just low balls, and she seemed to hit her spots, a lot of drop balls, and they hit them, but our defense just was able to field them nicely and get the outs.
If you're pitching down in the strike zone, that means you're going to get some in the dirt, which means extra work for you having to knock those down when they're base runners on. How comfortable are you working with Julia already? Do you feel like you guys have got a pretty good kind of rhythm together?
Yeah, I feel like that we've been working together so much that I feel pretty comfortable back there.
Okay, let's talk about at the plate tonight for you. Hit the ball well, but you didn't get a base hit until that last plate appearance tonight when you guys were putting 7 on the board in the 6th inning. Take us through how you felt at the plate tonight. Did you feel like that was your best at bat, or was one of the ones where you didn't quite get on base, maybe a better at bat, you just hit it right at somebody?
Yeah, I feel like my last at-bat was my best one. I knew that there was 2 outs, and I just needed to score so that we could get extra runs, and I just knew that I needed to put it in play somewhere, and that's exactly what I did.
What did you see from their pitcher tonight, and how much does it help you hitting to be a catcher and kind of judging pitches and watching the strike zone throughout the game? How much do you think that helps you at the plate?
I think it helps a lot. She was throwing a lot of inside, and that's why my first 2 at-bats, I just popped them up, but afterwards I just felt more comfortable.
So you happy with where you're at right now in this young season?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my performance so far.
Where do you feel like you've played your best, and then what area do you think you still could improve some on?
I feel like I've been catching pretty good, and my hitting, I feel like I can get them in better spots sometimes.
Well, I tell you what, Chloe, great job again tonight. Appreciate you joining us. Best of luck coming up tomorrow night.
Thank you.
You bet. Chloe Gallegos with the Carroll Tigers. We'll get head coach Ryan Gallagher to join us now here in the post game.
Good job, kid.
And Ryan now putting on those headphones. And Coach, the people are going to look at the final score tonight. They're going to see 10-3, and they're going to think this was a easy one. But you guys were down 3-2 going into the fifth, and it was a 3-3 game going into the sixth before you put those 7 runs across the board. So ESAC came out tonight and really played well, kind of forced you guys to have to play a good ball game.
Yeah, they fought hard. That pitcher, she was throwing everything inside, and we were just all over the place, dragging that ball. We just could not get it in play. We'd get on base, and then one of the things we try to do is be aggressive, and we made some goofy errors tonight in base running that we're going to have to talk about in the morning before we get over to Boone. But the girls know we can't do that, and that made it tough. Stranding base runners, getting stuck in the pickle. We can't have that.
Talk about the pitching of Julia tonight. Again, went out, I thought, gave you a pretty solid performance tonight. And I asked Chloe, them two seem to have a really good relationship as a pitcher-catcher right now.
Yeah, they're working really well. Julia's hitting her spots. We talked to Julia before the game about keeping her pitch count low. So we told Chloe we were going to keep everything tight with Julia so we could put everything in play. I think we had some 4 or 5 pitch innings in the middle there, so worked out really well to our advantage on the gameplay there. We had some great defense that backed that up, so that worked well. The two of them, they're just getting better together every game.
And Carly Jones tonight, I got to bring it up. I think 19 foul balls is what she had tonight.
Did you stat that out?
Yeah, well, it's keeping track of all of the pitches and stuff. I do a pitch count up here, and I know she had at least 15 or 16 that were with 2 strikes. So just continued to battle. Only got the 1 hit, but continued to battle tonight. Have you ever seen anybody that continues to foul pitches off like that?
No. She's pretty mad at me for taking her out of the game, and so we had that talk beforehand, and she was just, she was going to fight. I've never seen anything like that. I told her she got to go. There's probably 6 of them in the pool. She got to go dive and get those things.
I don't think she'll mind that.
And then pounded that ball, and it was great. So got us a couple runs, and that's what we needed.
What do you think was the difference in the bottom of the 6th when you guys were able to push 7 across the board?
I think the coach was a little upset. I think they saw that, and we just really started hitting the ball. And then we got 2 outs, and they rallied up. Chloe making that hit was huge. Then Carly coming in and working that pitcher, and then getting those 2 runs in. That was great.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, congratulations. A nice win tonight. I know you guys take on a good Boone club. They were up by 1 on Ballard through 5. Is what I saw earlier tonight. So they've been playing really well. So you're going to have another challenge coming up tomorrow.
We got our work cut out for us tomorrow, but we play like this, we'll do all right.
You bet. Thanks very much, Coach.
All right, thank you.